How do we know that we've reached victory, like through, life's challenges? When did you know through your challenge?
I learned that uh, there's positivity in every negative situation. So everything that you go through, everything that you experience, you there's something positive to learn in the midst of that. There's something that is positive waiting to be exposed and explored. But if you are so quick to get out of the situation, the difficulty, or the frustrating thing that you're going through, you actually can miss that positive thing. And that positive thing could actually be a benefit to you, but it can be a positive benefit to other people.
Can you share with me a little bit about your challenge that you shared in the past, like in regards to your Achilles?
I had a severed Achilles tendon before.
Mm.
This was also during the time that I was close to testing for my black belt, for first degree black belt many years ago. Now here's the fun part. After I had to have a surgery to actually put the tendon back together because it rolls up in the leg and you have to cut the leg open, and well, anyway, so they had to stitch it back together or whatever. When I got home from the surgery, um, the actually that early next morning, like 3 in the morning, where it was severe pain. And here's the even more fun part. I didn't get my pain pills because I got out of the hospital too late to get the pain pills.
Mm.
So my Tylenol 3 or 4, whatever they were, they I didn't get those pain pills. So I had to endure that pain, just trying to grab some regular Tylenol or ibuprofen, whatever. Uh, and that wasn't good enough. I literally woke up screaming in pain. Literally, didn't know why. Didn't know why I woke up screaming. And then I remember my leg, it reminded me. I felt every single stitch. So this was the beginning of a long journey of everyday suffering. Yeah, I did get my pain pills and it did calm it down here and there, but it was a consistent thing. This whole process of stretching the tendon and getting it going again took about a whole year before I actually got back to martial arts.
Mhm.
And um, it was a time where I actually found uh, myself exploring different things that I could do. I really tapped into writing poetry, or writing messages in poetic form. And I never knew I had that ability until I actually did that, which that in that process of things, I actually was able to, over time, develop it into putting the martial arts, the drama, and dramatic music all combined with that poetry. And I actually would do dramatic presentations, like presenting messages, spiritual messages or just life reality messages using that. And it actually developed into a team of 3 of us. And that jumped really quickly to a team of 16. And all in all, it became something that blessed a lot of people over the years. A lot of people. So I found that bad experience for me actually grew into something that I was able to bless other people using that creativity that was generated, during that time of finding I could do creative things. I would put designs on shirts or messages and different things like that, and I would actually sell stuff. So it actually turned into a revenue for me as well. I don't think I would have ever tapped into that unless I had that time in life that would actually slowed me down and made me sit and do nothing but really dig on the inside and find out what's really there.
I think for everyone, whether they're going through a time of challenge right now or in the future, no matter what, everyone is going to go through some kind of type of challenge in their life, right? And me and Mike were talking about like just three different points that we felt like would encourage everyone and even ourselves. And like Mike's story that he just shared, three things that helped him focus and encourage himself to get through his challenge. So the first one was being able to have a positive focus or perspective to expect a better end of what you are going through, right? And so when we shift our perspective and focus on our situation, that helps us think of a positive outcome. And point two is looking for opportunities to be creative where you can invest in positive change in the situation, right? And so going back, piggybacking on what you had just shared about your Achilles tendon, you in that allotted time where you were home and just trying to heal, like you took the opportunity to tap into something that actually helped other people, right? And it was in a creative way as well, one that was maybe even totally different from what you were already doing too, right? So poetry, like who knew that martial arts and poetry, you can go from martial arts to poetry, right? And then the third point is knowing that your experience will benefit someone else in the future, and that this experience will also benefit healing and processing for you, and helping others through their own challenges. So I love that. I think what comes to my mind is probably health related. So I have Graves' disease, which is a thyroid condition. My pregnancy kind of um, triggered the disease. So after I had my daughter, and so I went to the doctor, got diagnosed, all these things started coming into my mind, um, you know, and it was negative focus, right? Because my perspective shifted to what am I gonna do, right? And so, like, I think it's good that when that challenge comes to take a step back and breathe and just kind of like focus and change our perspective, like Mike said. Like, I think for me, like, it's not gonna come right away. While you're going through it and trying to process it, it can take up to a year or a couple months, however it may be for you. But I think for me, in my own situation, I think I'm still even kind of going through it, finding peace in, my own health. And sorry, getting emotional, but like, that's a part of being real and genuine about, what we go through, and sorry. I felt like when I got diagnosed with this thyroid disease, like I felt like to just kind of share my experience, and like I felt like that brought healing not only to other people, but actually it brought healing to myself.
One of the things that I've always noticed in real life, that a lot of people who are in leadership or who are doing things in church or government or whatever, they have this persona that they have to put in front of other people. They can't be real. And so a lot of the people that follow them don't know that they actually are real people who actually are suffering, who are dealing with issues, who are dealing with problems, and are fighting through those things. This is a flaw that I see in the world, that when people are tutoring or training or cultivating the next generation, they don't share with them the difficulties that comes with that comes with being a doctor, the difficulties that comes with being a police officer, the difficulties that comes with being a counselor or a pastor or in anything working in government. People don't share the difficulties. They just have to put that appearance, but it hurts the next generation because they think that if they go through something difficult or painful, that I give up because I don't see how this could actually help me get where I got to go. But that's actually a part of the process to obtain that place of success and to maintain it. So being real is extremely important for, especially when we're cultivating the next generation or investing in other people who follow us, to be real.